Recent developments in artificial intelligence have increasingly positioned machine learning systems not merely as analytical tools, but as mediators of perception within military decision environments. The technical prototype presented in the Intelligent Embedded Defense System IEDS study, it illustrates this shift with unusual clarity. The system integrates computer vision, IoT sensor inputs, and a YOLO V10 object detection model to identify missile classes in real time and transmit corresponding signals to an embedded controller that activates distinct response states. Although the system is presented as a low-cost defensive architecture designed for missile detection and countermeasure signaling, its deeper significance, it lies not in its operational claims, but in the architectural form it exposes. The IEDS prototype, it reveals a chain of operations increasingly characteristic of contemporary military systems. Sensor acquisition, algorithmic classification, confidence-based thresholding, and translation of classification outputs into operational signals. This architecture marks an important transformation in the structure of military judgment. Historically, the recognition of threats was primarily a human activity supported by technological instruments. In systems such as radar or optical surveillance, machines extended the range or resolution of perception, but did not determine the identity of the object being observed. By contrast, contemporary machine learning systems increasingly perform the act of recognition itself. The object identified by the system is no longer merely observed through technology, it is constituted as a threat through algorithmic classification. The IEDS prototype therefore illustrates a broader shift in the locus of military decision making from human interpretation of sensor data towards machine-mediated perception that pre-structures the informational environment in which human decisions occur. A central feature of the IEDS architecture is the reliance on model confidence scores to determine operational states. The system activates different countermeasure indicators when the classification confidence exceeds predefined thresholds, while lower confidence detections, they return the system to standby mode. From a purely technical perspective, this mechanism represents a standard element of machine learning deployment. Confidence scores, they are typically used to determine when predictions should be considered reliable enough to trigger downstream processes. However, when such thresholds determine the activation of operational responses within military systems, they acquire a significance that extends beyond engineering optimization. A confidence threshold is, in effect, a delegated rule of action under uncertainty. It determines when probabilistic evidence becomes sufficient to justify operational consequences. In legal terms, this decision, it corresponds to the allocation of risk between false positives and false negatives. A lower threshold, it increases responsiveness at the cost of higher misclassification risk, while a higher threshold, it reduces false alarms but may delay defensive action. The IEDS system therefore embeds within its architecture a normative judgment regarding acceptable risk. Yet, this judgment is expressed not through legal reasoning, not through doctrinal guidance, not through operational rules of engagement, but through the numerical calibration of a machine learning parameter. The threshold operates as a silent decision rule governing the system's transition from observation to action. This observation has significant implications for the governance of AI-enabled military systems. Legal frameworks governing the conduct of hostilities, traditionally they assume that judgments about uncertainty and risk are made by human decision makers who can be held accountable for their reasoning. When such judgments are displaced into algorithmic parameters, the normative basis of the decision becomes obscured within technical configuration. Thus, the IEDS architecture, it illustrates a broader phenomenon. Machine learning thresholds, they can function as hidden normative governors within military decision systems, determining when action becomes permissible without being articulated as legal or operational doctrine. The IEDS system does not merely classify objects, it also translates classifications into differentiated response states. Once a missile type is identified with sufficient confidence, the system transmits signals to a microcontroller that activates indicators corresponding to specific countermeasure categories. This coupling between classification output and operational signaling, it reveals another critical feature of contemporary AI-enabled systems: the progressive erosion of the boundary between decision support and decision execution. In much policy discourse, the presence of a human in the loop is treated as sufficient to preserve meaningful human control over autonomous or semi-autonomous systems, yet the IEDS architecture suggests that the location of the human within the decision chain may be less important than the structure of the system that precedes that human intervention. When algorithmic systems perform the tasks of perception, classification, and preliminary response mapping in real time, the human operator may encounter the system's output only after the field of possible interpretations has already been narrowed. The system does not simply present raw sensor data for human interpretation. It presents a pre-interpreted threat environment structured by algorithmic inference. In such circumstances, the human role may shift from primary decision maker to downstream validator of machine-generated assessments. The legal assumption that human presence within a decision loop guarantees meaningful control may therefore be analytically insufficient. Control must be evaluated not merely in terms of whether a human is present, but in terms of whether the human retains the capacity to exercise independent judgment over the system's perception and classification outputs. The IEDS prototype thus illustrates a key structural dynamic as algorithmic systems move upstream in the decision chain. They begin to shape the informational substrate from which human decisions emerge. While the IEDS system operates at a tactical level and relies on relatively simple hardware components, the architecture it embodies is highly portable. The sequence of operations, sensor detection, machine classification, probabilistic confidence evaluation, and translation into response states, it constitutes a generalizable form of military decision architecture. The study itself anticipates further expansion of the system through integration with satellite-based monitoring and broader threat detection networks. Such developments illustrate how distributed sensor systems, machine learning models, and automated signaling architectures, they may be combined into increasingly complex detection and response ecosystems. This architectural portability becomes particularly significant when considered in relation to strategic warning environments and nuclear command and control systems, NC2 systems. Modern early warning infrastructures, they rely on layered networks of sensors, including satellites, radar systems, computational models, to detect potential missile launches and assess the trajectories. Although these systems, they historically relied heavily on human interpretation of sensor data, increasing computational capacity and machine learning integration, they're gradually altering this balance. The relevance of the IEDS architecture to such strategic systems does not lie in its specific hardware or detection method. Rather, it lies in the decision form it exemplifies. If sensor signals, they are increasingly interpreted through algorithmic classification models, and if probabilistic confidence scores determine when alerts are escalated within command networks, then the normative dynamics identified in the IEDS prototype, they may also emerge within strategic warning infrastructures. In this sense, the legal significance of the system extends beyond its immediate tactical application. It reveals how the introduction of algorithmic perception into military systems can reshape the structure of decision environments long before the moment of final command authorization. Nuclear command and control systems, they depend critically on early detection and accurate threat interpretation. The stability of nuclear deterrence has historically relied on the assumption that warning systems, command authorities, and decision procedures, they operate within a temporal and epistemic environment that allows for careful deliberation under uncertainty. The integration of algorithmic perception architectures into such environments, they may alter that balance in two important ways. First, probabilistic classification systems, they may introduce new forms of epistemic opacity into early warning processes. Machine learning models often generate outputs whose internal reasoning processes are difficult to interpret or even audit. When such models become involved in threat detection pipelines, decision makers may confront alerts whose underlying evidentiary basis is only partially accessible. And second, the speed at which algorithmic systems they process sensor data may compress the temporal space available for human evaluation. If threat assessments are generated and transmitted through automated pipelines operating at machine speed, the pressure to respond rapidly to perceived threats may intensify. It is important to emphasize that the presence of algorithmic systems in early warning environments does not imply the existence of automated nuclear launch authority. However, the architecture revealed in the IEDS prototype, it suggests that the transformation of perception and threat classification that may influence command environments even in the absence of autonomous launch decisions. In other words, algorithmic systems need not control nuclear weapons to affect nuclear stability. By shaping how potential threats are detected, classified, and communicated within command structures, they may alter the informational conditions under which human leaders make strategic decisions. The IEDS prototype, as we see, it provides a useful case study for examining the emerging role of machine learning within military detection and response systems. Although presented as a tactical missile detection architecture, this system reveals structural dynamics that carry broader implications for the governance of AI-enabled military technologies. The analysis presented here, it highlights three central insights. First, machine learning systems increasingly perform the act of threat recognition itself, relocating a critical stage of military judgment from human perception to algorithmic classification. Second, confidence thresholds embedded within machine learning models, they function as implicit normative rules governing action under uncertainty. And third, the coupling of algorithmic classification to operational response mechanisms, it may narrow the space for independent human judgment within decision chains. Let me clarify here. These developments, they do not eliminate state responsibility under international law. States, they remain accountable for the deployment and operation of military systems, regardless of whether decisions are mediated by algorithmic processes. However, the emergence of algorithmic perception architectures raises new questions about how legal frameworks should address the distribution of judgment within complex socio-technical systems. The IEDS study therefore offers more than a prototype defense system. It reveals a deeper transformation in the architecture of military cognition, one in which probabilistic machine perception increasingly shapes the informational foundations of human decision-making. As such architectures migrate into more complex command environments, including those associated with strategic warning and nuclear deterrence, their legal and strategic implications will demand careful scrutiny. A central yet largely unexamined feature of AI-enabled military systems is the presence of algorithmic thresholds that determine when machine-generated classifications transition into operationally relevant signals. Within the IEDS architecture, classification confidence, it functions as the decisive criteria governing whether the system activates a response state or remains in standby mode. In technical practice, threshold calibration is treated as a routine component of machine learning deployment. Engineers, they adjust these values to balance model sensitivity and specificity, typically optimizing performance metrics such as precision, recall, or F-score. Yet when such thresholds, they determine whether a perceived object triggers defensive or potentially escalatory actions within a military environment, they assume a significance that transcends their technical origins. From a legal perspective, the threshold functions as a decision rule governing action under uncertainty. It determines the moment at which probabilistic inference becomes sufficient to justify operational consequences. In doing so, the threshold implicitly allocates the risk associated with misclassification. This allocation, it has profound normative implications. Taken together, the analysis of algorithmic perception, threshold governance, and human oversight, it suggests that the introduction of AI into military systems represents not merely a technological change, but a structural transformation in how military judgment is organized. The IEDS prototype, it illustrates this transformation in simplified form. It reveals how probabilistic machine learning models, calibrated through confidence thresholds and embedded within response architectures, they can reshape the distribution of perception, uncertainty, and action within military decision systems. As similar architectures migrate into more complex operational environments, including those associated with strategic warning and nuclear command infrastructures, the legal and strategic implications of algorithmic perception will become increasingly significant. Understanding these implications requires moving beyond the question of whether machines should decide to use force. The more fundamental question concerns how machines participate in the processes through which threats are recognized and decisions become thinkable in the first place.